Yes, the lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. We are back again. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA has finally been announced as an Arsenal player. Big up Arsenal, big up the Arsenal fans, and get in. That is the second one. 2 out of 7 now. 2 out of 7. We're going to look at Mikel Arteta's interview. We're going to look at Edu's interview. We're going to look at Albert SAMBI LOKONGA, what he exactly said in his first interview. Interviews done. Deal announced officially by Arsenal on its website and Twitter handle and all social media accounts. But I really want to get to know what you think about this deal. So I'll let your thoughts in. I'll read many of your comments about Albert SAMBI LOKONGA second signing. He joins us from Anderlecht. I'm going to give you details of this deal. Make sure you do smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get the party started. Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA has finally been announced as an Arsenal player. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA has been finally announced as an Arsenal player. And all I can say is congratulations to Arsenal. Congratulations to the Arsenal fan base. We've been waiting for this for so long. So long. It was taking forever. Honestly, it took forever. This is a deal we have done for 4 good weeks. 4 good weeks for a backup player. But finally, it is done. SAMBI LOKONGA is in Arsenal colors and has been announced as an Arsenal player. We're going to get into the interviews, but I need you to smash the like button. I need you to subscribe to the channel. I need you people to tell me how you think and what you think about Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. Finally, is a guna. The speculation I've done about SAMBI LOKONGA has paid off. The speculation I've done about Nuno Tavares paid off. Ben White next. House Hour coming in next. That is the show we are going to do after this one. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA done. Hour and Ben White next. So make sure you don't miss that show. It's coming up in almost 2 hours from now when we finish this one. So Arsenal, just to concentrate on this, Arsenal have signed Albert SAMBI LOKONGA from Anderlecht. It is a done deal. It is a done deal. So we've signed the player for 22 million euros. 22 million euros. 18 million will be paid as guaranteed payments, and 4 million will be paid in add-ons. That is the deal. The player signs until 2026. He's just 21 years of age. He's a central midfielder who plays either as Thomas Partey or he can play just next to Thomas Partey. So that is how brilliant. He's a very, very potential young player that Arsenal look at as the next central midfielder or as the next defensive midfielder in that side, depending on what Mikel Arteta will decide to use him for. So we're gonna go into the interviews and see what exactly has been said about Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. Make sure you do smash a like on the video. Make sure you do subscribe. And of course, if you're the first person to watch this video, just know it has not been shared. Just know you are a real one. And let us hit 28,000 subscribers on this show. Make sure you do smash the subscribe button. Let us get to 28,000 on this show. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA officially done deal. Right. So this is what has been said by the Arsenal website. They have said Albert SAMBI LOKONGA has joined us from Anderlecht on a long-term contract. The 21-year-old midfielder came through the Belgian club's youth system after joining in 2014 as a 15-year-old and signing his first professional contract in November 2017. If you want the official shot from the website, you can visit the Arsenal website and you click the links and you'll get the you'll actually get the shirts. You'll buy the shirts there. He's gonna be putting on shirt number 23, not 48, not 48. So trolls on Twitter, trolls. You should get a shirt. Many people saying he's gonna put on shirt number 48. He's remembering his village city. No, actually, he's putting on shirt number 23, the shirt number that was formerly given to David Louis last season. So, according to the Arsenal website, they're saying he made his first team debut for Anderlecht in December 2017 and has been a regular in their side over the past 2 seasons, making a total of 78 appearances. That means this guy has played, a maximum of 78 games. He has appeared 78 times for Anderlecht altogether ever since he made his professional appearance in 2017. A Belgian under 21 international, Albert SAMBI Lokonga, was called up at senior level in March 2021 when he was unused as a substitute against Greece. Technical director Edu, this is what Edu said about Albert SAMBI Lokonga. He said, "We are delighted. Albert has signed with us, as there are a lot of interest in him, and he was a big target for us. Albert is a player we've been tracking for some time." This is what you always say, Edu. Say something different. And he says, and he will bring us strength and depth in the central midfield. We look forward to his continued development with us. These are the words he said about Nuno Tavares. And if you look at that line in the about strength in the central midfield, it looks like it's the same. It's the same statement he made on Thomas Partey. But anyway, we roll. So he also says, Mikel Arteta rather says, Albert is a very intelligent player who has shown great maturity in his performances during his development. He has been coached well by Vincent Kompany and his team at Anderlecht. I know Vincent very well. He talks so highly about Albert and the positive impact he had to Anderlecht in the recent seasons. We are confident Albert is ready for the next stage in his development, and we are looking forward to welcoming a new member to our squad with his quality and presence. So the midfielder will join up with his teammates in the coming days after he has completed his current isolation regulations for international arrivals in the UK. Albert will wear shirt number 23 and have the name Sambi on the back. So he's gonna be having shirt number 23. No, I don't have a shirt number here, but he's gonna be having shirt number 23, and the name that will appear on the shirt is Sambi, not Lokonga. So if you're watching the game and you see Sambi, the guy is called Albert SAMBI Lokonga, shirt number 23. And Arsenal saying the transfer is subject to the completion of regulatory processes. Big up Arsenal, get in. That one is in as well. We are waiting for a third one. We are waiting for a fourth one. It's a big summer. It's an unprecedented summer. So we've got to get in the right moves. So this is what the player has spoken in his first interview. He didn't speak much, but basically this is what he said. So it says it has been great to work with Thierry Henry. And it says with Thierry Henry's position as coach of the Belgian national team, he's better placed than most to study the qualities of our new signing, Albert SAMBI Lokonga. The 21-year-old midfielder became our second signing of the summer when he joined from Anderlecht on Monday, and he says he has learned a lot from working alongside our record goal scorer. So he says it's very great, very, very great. Lokonga said to the Arsenal media, and of course he means working with Thierry Henry. He says it was really great to work with him in the Belgian national team. A great experience because in the few times I was with him on the pitch, I learned a lot. So it is really a great experience. I think it's a good thing for me because Thierry Henry was a legend over here. That is the man himself, Albert SAMBI Lokonga, speaking on his relationship and encounters. Of course, I don't think it's more like a memoir, but of course he's had some encounters with Thierry Daniel Henry. So those are the interviews. We need now to speak about Sambi Lokong'a. I'm going to give you a brief insight of what the player is, but basically I need your thoughts. I'm going to take in your comments. What do you think about Albert Sambi Lokong'a? Finally announced as a done deal. Second signing of the summer, done. Second signing done. Ben White next. Howsam Hour next. Madison next. I'm just anticipating, right? I'm just anticipating. But for the Ben White deal, that one is in as well. We're gonna receive big updates next week and throughout this week, as well as Howsam Hour. This week we could be getting a lot of big updates as well. So I need your thoughts, people. I need your thoughts. What do you think about Albert Sambi Lokong'a signing for Arsenal? Now, if you have not been following the channel, this is the time you have. Let us welcome the new members to the family. Let us welcome the new members to the family. Please do subscribe to become a member. Subscribe to the channel to become a member so that you don't miss these stories. You don't miss such kind of stories. If you do not want to do that, make sure you subscribe and make sure you've hit the notification bell and you make sure you've also smashed the like button. Smash the like button, people. Let's get them to 50 right about now. Let's get them to 50 right about now. So, I'm going to speak about Albert Sambi Lokong'a. Nothing new I'm going to speak about. If you've been following the channel, we've really talked about Lokong'a for some time. We've actually exhausted the guy. We've spoken about Lokong'a millions and millions of time on this on the best Arsenal podcast in the world, Cossy's Arsenal podcast. So the first thing you have to know, he comes in as a young talent, 21 years of age. It's a little bit debatable. And where the debate is actually is you could have Albert Sambi Lokong'a start because, look, Camavinga, all of us wanted Camavinga, but if you brought in Camavinga, he would start. And I'm not really comparing the two players because this one is no longer bound to speculation. This guy is an Arsenal player. But what I actually mean in my statements there is that if you have a player like Albert Sambi Lokong'a, it's a win-win situation. If he comes at the club, gets his chances and uses them very well, he can become a regular in that Arsenal side. And look, I absolutely agree with the likes of Charles White, one of my best journalists. He said, with Albert Sambi Lokong'a, you might not need to throw him under the bus into the Premier League fire, into the Premier League pressure. The requirements of the league are wayward. They are so much. You might not, need to push the player inside that fire. What you can do, at the time being, is you replace Granit Xhaka with with a good player, probably Ruben Neves, probably Howsam Owa or anyone, or Bissouma or anyone. And then you let Albert Sambi Lokong'a develop slowly by slowly. But like I said, if Saka, who's 19 years of age, has played more than 25 games for Arsenal in one season consistently at top level in more than one competition, I think Sambi Lokong'a can actually fit in an Arsenal and become a regular. I'm not really saying that he should become a regular because it's really putting him under a lot of pressure and asking a lot from him. But I won't be surprised if Arsenal sign in someone who doesn't work out and Albert Sambi Lokong'a works out and it becomes that next DM that Arsenal has for the next 10 years or 5 years or 7 years, whatever it is. So he comes in. At the moment, he's the only replacement of Granit Xhaka we have. He's the only replacement of Granit Xhaka we have at the moment. So there is no, we actually do not have any new midfielders that have come in. So if the season started right about now, he would be the player that actually plays next to Thomas Partey. And it will be very, very interesting to see what he actually has in store. So the question is, who is Albert Sambi Lokong'a? And what exactly do we get from signing him? If he appears on the pitch, is he a central midfielder? Is he a striker? Is he a defender? That is what you people need to know. So the guy is a central midfielder as well as a defensive midfielder. He's a 6 and also an 8. But he predominantly, and if you've watched the video that I shot about him, he's predominantly placed as a central defensive midfielder, right? predominantly placed as a central defensive midfielder. You would call him a 6. He's a player with a lot of tackles. He's a player with a lot of with a lot of interceptions. That is the man, Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. If you want to understand how he plays, if you know Eduardo Camavinga, I think Camavinga is a little bit ahead of Lokonga, because with Albert SAMBI LOKONGA, he's been playing in the Belgian league. With Eduardo Camavinga, he's playing in the French league. The difference there is Camavinga is playing in a more tighter, stronger league that gives you more demands. Albert SAMBI LOKONGA is playing in a softer league that gives you less demands. And if you look at Camavinga, he plays for Rennes. Rennes is not a club among the top 3 or top 4 in France. So for a player to actually shine so much at a club like Rennes, despite the quality of the league, there's a lot. If you look at Lokonga, he's been playing at Anderlecht. Anderlecht is really big in Belgium. So for a player to shine in that Anderlecht side, it is expected. It is really expected. But the guy is brilliant. A lot of potential in the lad. A lot of potential. So if you ask me, is he worth the 22 million euros? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've not watched so many games of Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. I don't want to lie. I've actually not watched an Anderlecht game in the past. When did I last watch Anderlecht play? Don't even remember. But I've seen what he can do. I've read analysis. I've read scout reports. There's an interesting video that was actually uploaded by Terry Flares on the Football Terrace. It actually speaks about Albert SAMBI LOKONGA, basically what he's all about, what you can get, and things like that. So make sure you do check out that video. It's a very informative video, very, very informative video. It's not about transfer speculation. It is basically about how good the player is and what Arsenal would actually get if they signed him. So to feed you in, Lokonga comes in as a central midfielder. So where Elneny plays, where Partey basically plays, that is where Lokonga is gonna play. Of course, his versatility is that he can play as a DM and he can also play as a central midfielder. And what I mean by that is you can have him as your 6. I've said that, to dispossess and give protection to the back 4. But you can also give him, because he has he uses a lot of his body. He looks small, as small as I am. But many people are saying I'm big. I'm not really big. I'm so small. I'm a very, very small guy. So he actually says, I'm sorry, he's actually more of a player that uses his body and physicality and athleticism. And that's why I think you can use him as a central midfielder. Because with central midfield or box to box, you need to have the athleticism. You need to travel. You need to have the pace to travel from box to box like Thomas Partey. And if you've seen him, if you've seen some of his videos, he's exactly that. He's that player that loves to dribble the ball, run with the ball, progress the ball from box to box. His strength, some of the things you have as his strength, and we've spoken about them as well on the channel, more frequently, is ball passing. This guy's ball passing accuracy is amazing. At 21 years of age, his passing accuracy is actually amazing. Just a minute. So his passing ability is actually amazing. Like I should say, amazing. So that is one of his strengths. The other is a very calm, clean tackler. Very calm, clean tackler. Now, when I say calm, clean tackler, I mean players like N'Golo Kante. If you've taken time to analyze the game of N'Golo Kante, I'm not comparing the two players. I'm only using it as an assimilation. So if you've technically looked with clean eyes at N'Golo Kante, how he gets the ball, how he wins the ball, but it's amazing. It's really amazing. He literally commits no big offenses when he's winning the ball. That is one of the things you have with Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. But one of the things I think Mikel Arteta will love about the player, and one of the things I think we will love about Albert Sambi Lokonga as Arsenal fans is his ability to progress the ball. That is another thing, because with Granit Xhaka, if you've looked at him, he receives the ball. If he's facing the goalkeeper, he either makes a pass sideways, because that is his strength as Xhaka. Passing is one of the biggest advantages he has as a player. Granit Xhaka, absolutely good at passing. So if you look at Sambi Lokonga, if he receives that ball, one of the things he does is he either makes a pass to any player around him, or he turns, progresses, and then escapes pressure, and then passes the ball forward. And look, if you ask me, do we have players that do that at Arsenal? It is Thomas Partey, only Thomas Partey. I think Emile Smith-Rowe would do that, but Emile Smith-Rowe is already plays in a very advanced position. You're either playing him as a 10, or you're either playing him as on the left hand side of the wings, on the right hand side of the pitch. So it doesn't bring out the picture. The player actually that brings out that picture very well is Paul Labile Pogba. If you've seen how Pogba plays with the ball, when he receives the ball, he looks around him. He's very aware of his pace. He'll be like, I'm gonna make this pass because I feel it is the right time. If there is no pass to make, Pogba shoots the ball and moves a little bit, up front, escapes pressure to find that magnetic field where he can actually look to get to make the best pass. I think he does it so well, at France, very very well. The other player I've seen do that is Axel Witsel. I also love Witsel so much, but I won't talk about Dortmund players because there is a reason that's why I don't want to talk about Dortmund players. So that is Albert Sambi Lokonga. He's gonna receive that ball, in deeper areas and advance and progress, in areas that are more advanced on the pitch. So a number 6 that can drive the ball, a number 6 that can pass the ball, a number 6 that is so confident on the ball. I'm not really going to lie that he scores many goals. I'm not going to lie that he makes many assists, but he's still a very young player. 21 years of age, there is a lot to learn. Honestly, there is a lot to learn as a young player. So I don't want to see people in the next season but one. Yes, he's played 33 games last season. 33 games last season. 3 goals and 2 assists. That is in Belgium. And then last season but one, he played 23 games, no goals, but 3 assists as well. So what that shows you is he's ready to get involved in shot creating actions. He's either going to score a goal, he's either going to make an assist, or he's either going to make a third, it's called a second assist, or a third assist. I don't know whether there is a 4th assist as well. Modern football is ridiculous. Yeah, modern football is absolutely ridiculous. But that is Albert Sambi Lokonga on the pitch. You've got him, cover that area, in front of the defense, trying to make tackles and dispossess the opponent. He's always gonna fall back to help out his right back, just like you've seen Granit Xhaka always helping out the left back. I think that's one of the things I'll never forget about Granit Xhaka. Never. I'll never forget that on Granit Xhaka. He always falls back to help out Kieran Tierney. Not only Kieran Tierney, I think he has also done it always with Sidi Kolasinac, especially with the quality of Sidi Kolasinac and the lack of awareness he has as a player. So Lokonga, defensive midfielder, central midfielder, young. What do we expect out of Sambi Lokonga? 1, squad depth. You're disinterested. I can see you're disinterested. Look, in most cases, when you sign in a young player like this, if you're really gonna develop him into the player you want, 1, you've got to give them game time. It's one thing that has been killing our young talents. The likes of Reece Nelson, not getting enough game time. But again, young players are like young kids. You don't give them because they will want to play 38 games in a season. They will love to take on the pressure. They will love to appear in the colors of Arsenal. And if it was I signing for Arsenal, I would want to play City at the beginning of the season. I would love to play Brentford at the beginning of the season, play Chelsea and whatever. But I think Like I said, young players, young talents are like young kids. You don't just throw them under the bus. Boom, 38 games in a season. So I think his loyalty to Arsenal will be, I am available when you guys need me. I'm available. I think that's gonna be his loyalty. He's a cheap deal. That's one. Has dropped a lot of clubs, including Napoli, including Lazio, and some clubs that we won't say on the show, right? So, yeah, so he has dropped a couple of clubs to join Arsenal. That is part of his loyalty, and I know he's a professional bowler. Whenever we ask him to come on the pitch, he's gonna be available and he will do a good job. The loyalty of Arsenal on the other side, because for me, I believe in society, relationships are made up out of reciprocity. The moment I feel like I'm getting something back, that is it. We are there we are. It's a party. It's good mood, right? So Arsenal, what they have to do is develop this guy. 21 years of age. He needs to develop. One, management. You've got to manage him. Personal management. You've got to manage him as a person. But the other thing is, of course, with personal management, you've got to guide him. Is he going to become a central midfielder? Is he going to become an all-round midfielder? Is he becoming a specific defensive midfielder? All those things. But the other thing is, you will have to decide how much game time does he get. You have to give him enough game time so that he doesn't feel too benched, like players like Reece Nelson. And you've got to give him enough playing time still, so that a lot of pressure doesn't fall onto him. This guy could come on the in a game and become so good. What do you do then? Right. So if you're Mikel Arteta, I expect Arsenal, as part of its loyalty to the player, to give him just enough game time. Not 38 games in a season, not 40 games, not 40 games, including FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Not really. So I expect him at least to start with the preseason. That is fine. I'm okay with that. He could play preseason. Starting the season, that is fine as well. He could play against Brentford. He could even play against City. What I mean is not playing by not playing in big games. What I mean is he must get enough time to rest as a player, and we must decide how many minutes does he play, which games does he play, when does he come on, when does he come off. That is what I actually mean by our loyalty to the player, right? And I think because Partey will be leaving in January to AFCON, I think we might see more of him in January. I doubt Arsenal will bring in two central midfielders, either Aouar and Neves. I don't see that happen. So because it's more likely that we shall have either one of the two, then it looks like Partey will be playing with either Houssem Aouar or Ruben Neves in that midfield. And what that communicates to you is basically you might have Albert SAMBI LOKONGA play a whole month in January. A whole month in January as your defensive midfielder. So if you're excited to watch him, yes, I know you're gonna see him in a couple of preseason games, in a couple of games before January. But I think his time is going to arrive in January when Partey is away. That is when we are gonna see Albert SAMBI LOKONGA playing much, doing a lot of football and playing much of his part, at Arsenal. But I still expect him to play in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup, of course. Those are games he must play. Those are games that will give him the experience. He joins us. He joins our team of very young players, like Bukayo Saka, like Gabriel Martinelli, like Emile Smith Rowe, like Albert SAMBI LOKONGA himself, like Nuno Tavares, like Kian Tierney, Ben White. Wow, I'm so proud to say that, Ben White. And a couple of other players really that are so young. So if you look at this Arsenal side, I don't think it's gonna be a misfit, because how many very old players do we have? Aubameyang, Lacazette, Willian, Xhaka. Of course, Partey is old as well, 28 now. Leno as well. But if the majority of the squad is gonna have an average of 24, 22 years, 24, 23 years, and I think it just fits in. So one for the future and also one for the present. It's the same thing I said with Nuno Tavares. One for the future, but if you applied him in the present tense, he's actually gonna be very, very interesting. So like I said, last season, 33 games, 3 goals and 2 assists, 4 yellow cards and 1 red card. 33 games for a 21-year-old. That only shows you, the quality of the player, right? Last season, but 2019-2020, he played 23 games, no goals, 3 assists, right? In 2018-2019, played 6 games, and in the 2017-2018 season, when he made his debut, he actually scored. He actually had 7 appearances for Anderlecht. If we look at his statistics per 90 from FB Ref, I hope I get them. And FB Ref is also a little bit ridiculous. Right, come on, FBF. It can't load. But we've looked at his statistics per 90 before, and I really don't have them in my head. But one of like I said, one of the things he has is a durable player, shown by his number of games last season. In the last 2 seasons, ever since 2017, he's played 78 games. He's durable, a durable player. And the other thing you have is his passing accuracy and a number of passes attempted per 90, dribbling, interceptions, and tackling. Welcome to Arsenal, Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. We await to see you in the Arsenal colours, blood. We really do await to see you in the Arsenal colours. Well done, Arsenal. That's according to well done, Arsenal. That's according to Brown. Welcome to the family. Please show us what you worth of. Okay. This is according to Jeremy. Look, Jeremy. Let me confess to you, right? Let me confess to you first. When I saw your comment first, I didn't understand it. But I think if he's managed well, because it's the same with players like Matteo Guendouzi. And nobody should head wink eyes that Guendouzi was not a good player. It's not true. Guendouzi was absolutely a fantastic player, but the management of these guys is the problem. Rich Nelson, if he goes out there and becomes a star, the likes of Serge Gnabry, I mean, they were talents in the first place, and that's why they are at a club like Arsenal. But the management. So it depends a lot. It really depends on. Smash the like button, people. Thank you so much. Smash the like button. Well, congratulations, Lokonga, and welcome, brother. Best Lokonga. This is according to Kevin. Welcome to Arsenal, Albert SAMBI LOKONGA, Jody. Welcome, AS Lokonga, Jean Cloud Gassana. Right. Hi, Cossy. Good afternoon. What about our? Please update me. Let us speak about the young lad. Let's speak about the young lad. I'll speak about I'll speak about Houssem Aouar and in the evening. I'll speak about Houssem Aouar later in the evening because it's already evening. But I'll speak about him later in the evening. The guy has joined Arsenal. Very, very interesting to see that. Smash the like button, people. We have very few likes. We have very, very few likes according to if you look at if you look at the magnitude of the story, these are very, very small likes. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes right about now. 100 likes right about now. 5 more likes to do that. Give me 5 more likes. Let us get them to 100 likes right about now, right? Much love from Stephen. Let's see if our signs according to Jody. He says he plays better as a 6. This is according to Judy. Okay, thank you so much, Judy, for the information. Or box to box, right? Welcome, Lokonga. Thoughts on rumors that if he does start with Partey, he's going to be playing a bit deeper to allow Partey go forward. Yeah, that is what he does. He's gonna do that. Do that coverage for the back four and do the coverage for Thomas Partey as well. So absolutely true, Raz. Absolutely true. If you look at his abilities, and average position, right? Because if you look at his average position, it's a little bit deeper than that of Thomas Partey, and it's a little bit deeper than that of Houssem Aouar, and that speaks volumes of where he plays in that midfield as well, right? Cronky out brother Cossy. He doesn't want to buy players when the time is when the time is going. Cronky likes delaying tactics. This according to Prince Prince Phillips, right? More comments. I feel like Lokonga is going to be in the starting lineup with Thomas Partey because I don't think Alani I will be starting. I feel like Lenny will be on the bench. Oh, you're saying El Neni. Okay. Okay. Ellie says he thinks Lokonga will be starting with Partey with El Neni on the bench, right? Raz says Edu is this guy, guys. Let's speak about Edu. The guy is tape recorded, man. The guy is tape recorded. Every player that signs is gonna be, it's gonna strengthen us in the midfield. It's gonna strengthen us, and the guy's tape recorded. I don't know. Look for new words, bro. Read some books. Read Oliver Twist. You could get some books, some vocabulary, there, right? Welcome to Ghana. Welcome to the Ghana's High Cossy. What of Ben White deal? A show coming. A show is coming. To update you on that. This is now Ellie. I don't know why you're exclaiming. We need a perfect attacking midfielder at Arsenal. This according to Ibrahim. Okay. Who said that? Okay. I still don't trust our first two signings. Can they improve Arsenal? Please, I need Awa and Madison to partner Partey in the middle of the pipe. Look, we were speaking with Glenn, I think 25 minutes ago. All right, now it's an hour because we've streamed for 36 minutes now. But one of the things we spoke about, on that show is squad depth. For a player to improve a squad, you don't need to be a starter. A good backup player like like Martinez did with Leno. I still believe one of the reasons as to why Leno performed so well in last season but one is because of the competition provided by Martinez. It's true. So these guys do improve us 100%. Are they perfect starters to kickstart the season? No. Do they add something to Arsenal? Yes. Do they add something big to Arsenal? Absolutely yes. Right? Frank says, Bakosi, are you Ugandan? But let us, Bakosi, are you Ugandan? But let us welcome Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. What a question. Big up, Frank, my man. We are waiting for our recent signings. Okay, right. Big up, everybody in the chat. Smash the like button for Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. Smash the like button for our new turn 3. Smash the like button for our new midfielder. And smash the like button for myself as well. Let's get them to 200 likes right about now. Welcome, LOKONGA. This is according to Veronica. Big up Veronica in the chat. What a player. We're gonna kill everything. Sambi. Wow. Big up Sambi and big up John as well. I am so excited for Albert and hope to see Ben soon as well. And of course, we shall have an extensive show on Ben White as well, right? Welcome to Congas according to Lucas. Welcome to the family, Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. This is according to Ibrahim. Wow, when will Ben White be announced? It took us around 200 days to announce Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. It could take us 1 billion days to announce the player, although everything is agreed with Brighton. Right. Frank says, welcome to RC. Okay. Cossy Hour, please. I will speak about Hour. Don't worry, Femi. What's going on about Hour? I will speak about it is time to welcome Albert SAMBI LOKONGA. Show LOKONGA some love. By smashing the like button. Show LOKONGA some love by smashing the like button. We are at 130 likes. Let's get them to 150 right about now. Let's get them to 150. Smash the hell out of that like button. Second signing in. Get in. Right. I'm struggling with your comments because there's so many, but I will read them. What about Madison, please? This is according to Frank. I'll speak about Madison in the next shows. Welcome, LOKONGA, the new Sergio Busquets. Well done, the lads. Well done, the lad. Well done, the lad. Right. Thank you so much. Josh. Welcome, Lokonga. Welcome to the Emirates. Bravo, Edu. Bravo, Mikel Arteta. All right. That's great. That's great news. Oh, the best, Albert Sambi Lokonga. All right. So excited with the administration. Hope to see Ben White as well very soon. Okay, thank you so much, Wilfred. Michael says Ben White 26th. All right. But I've spoken about that. People don't watch my videos to the end. That's the problem. Make sure you do give me more. You do give me you do give me more of your time. I speak about the more important parts of the story in the first 7 minutes. So make sure you watch 7 minutes of my videos. That's enough. 7 minutes, all the information is packaged in there. Cossy, we are still sorry, we still have a very big hole in number 8 and number 10. I saw it in our preseason against the Radi side Rangers. No creativity, hence goal drought from strikers. Do they also cite these problems? This according to Ayo. I know they will work on them. They will work on them probably. Trust the process, right? Cossy, who do you think we will sign officially next? This according to James. I think Ben White. I'm just saying. I think Ben White. My namesake says for me, Cossy, Madison should come. Right. Thank you so much, Cosmas. It's now only a goalkeeper and a number 2 position lacking. We become England Kings. This according to John. Okay. My man Sulaiman says, "Welcome to our club, Lokonga. We wish you make a difference in the squad." Right. Welcome to Arsenal, Sambi. Welcome, bro. But guys, it's a big heat. It's a big what? High? Is that high? To Arteta, who is Arsenal boss. Please send big appreciations to the Arsenal boss. Non really. We need to do more than that. Encourage Arteta to sign Neves. Are you saying Navas or Neves? I think you mean Neves. Pretty sure Saka has over 90 first team appearances, bro. Remember, Emery started using him almost 2 years, as crazy as it sounds. Thank you so much, Rise. My man HJ90 says, link. Let me try to get the link for you, bro. Okay. Wow. Good news at the Emirates Stadium. Good news. Okay. Albert Sambi Lokonga. I mean, if I was going to wear shirt number 48, I would wear it. But 23, I'm not really sure. Big up Glenn in the chat. Of course, we've been with Glenn. We've been with Glenn. Better than Busquets. Really. Really, that's interesting, isn't it? But can I see a lot of congrats to those who are Arsenal fans? Please get in the congratulation messages. Make sure you do get in the congratulation messages if you're an Arsenal fan. We are at 150 likes. 2 more likes to get to 150. 2 more likes to get that done to 150 likes, and that would be much appreciated. Cossy, can I get your link? All right. Let me share the link with you guys. Whoever wants to call in will be able to do that as well. Link shared. Whoever wants to call in will be able to do that. Nice one, Arsenal. That's according to Maye, right? Any news on James Maddison? It is Albert Sambi Lokonga where we have an update on Maddison. James Maddison, Arsenal are putting a bid of 60 million. You could also share with us any news if you have in the chat. I'm gonna be very happy to do that. Jack says, "Welcome, Lokonga. Let's wish you a good season." Right. And then this is going to Richard. Monster CFC, big up, bro. Big up, Monster CFC. By the way, I really watch a lot of his channel. He's a Chelsea fan, and I really enjoy and watch much of his channel. So make sure you do check out Monster CFC as well. Big up, my man. In the chat. Welcome to Arsenal, Albert Sambi Lokonga, Mbayo with another name, right? Thank you so much. We have a call in, and that's my man, none other than my man, Agent 90. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing?
I'm fine as well.
Yeah, man, it's so hot around here, man. And I finally got the announcement of Albert SAMBI LOKONGA, which is also very good.
Aye. Thoughts on the man? Thoughts on our second signing of thoughts on our second signing of the summer?
Look, again, I think he's a very good talent. He excites me. I think he's a player with a lot of potential. And I think during the season, if we can give him enough minutes, if we can play him a bit, rotation. Edu said when he signed, he's joining as a player to add depth in the squad. And I think if we can play him in the right times, we can give him enough game time. I think he can become a very good player. Because again, I don't watch much of that league, but in the compilations, the stats, what I've seen of him, I think he looks like a real talent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's a great potential. I've seen people say some people suggesting that he should actually line up with Thomas Partey straight away. Do you reckon that? Do you support that? You should. Do
I
you think
think
he
I
moves
think
in
at the
straight away?
start, I think at the start, I don't know if he's good. We don't know if he's good enough to be starting straight away. So I think we need to wait a bit. But then I think if he does well, because why not? Why not? Can he start next to Thomas Partey? I think he could be. I think what he does reminds me a lot of what Thomas Partey already is. Similar player, and I think they could partner very well next to each other. But again, he needs to adapt to the league physically. Obviously that's very important in the Premier League. You have to be able to adapt quickly. And if he does that, look, he can partner next to Thomas Partey, and it'd work very well for us.
Yeah, I mean, well said, brilliantly said. I think for me, like I said, in the video, our loyalty to him is, just give him enough game time. Don't give him, so many games. Just give him enough game time to adapt to the league and get everything
Yeah.
sorted. And maybe we can actually get the best out of him. But look, this could be the start to a move that gets Xhaka out of out of Arsenal. Probably, do you think anything should happen in the next 48 hours? Because that's what has been reported predominantly.
Yeah, I think that's what I think Fabrizio Romano said as well. That the fact that I think Roma are waiting for Arsenal to announce Lokonga, and then they can sign Xhaka. And I think now he's signed Lokonga. Look, if you think about it, we've signed two backups. We've signed Tavares backup left back. Lokonga for now is a backup midfielder. So now we need to go and sign players that are going to be in our on our starting 11, which we discussed a few days ago. Ben White obviously will get done very soon. We know that. And then after that, we need to go for a war. My sources are telling me that we are going for a war this week. I think that's something we want to get done. But we need to get Xhaka out the door, Bellerin out the door. I think those two players that we can raise £30 million for, use that money to get a war, and then we go for the next one. Then we go for the next one. Don't settle for what we have. We need to keep demanding more because this team needs a big overhaul, and we need to sign players that will get into our starting 11, like your War, like your Madison, maybe a goalkeeper, and then we need to secure Ben White in the next few days as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a deal that has taken a lot of time, almost, more than 4 weeks, more than, almost up to 5 weeks. But does it give you any confidence in this summer? Is it going to be unprecedented? Probably. Are you starting to gain the confidence in the?
I think yes. I think this week will be interesting to see what we do. I think Ben White would get announced very soon, so that's 3 signings we've got through. Then we need to see what players we get rid of, because I think that's a very interesting thing. What players do we get rid of from the club? I think Xhaka needs to leave. I think Bellerin will leave. Who else is going to leave in this in this club? You have players like Kolasinac we need to get rid of. You might have Lacazette we might get rid of. Someone like Oneni we might get rid of. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Lokonga's coming for him. Maybe he's coming for Xhaka. So we need to get players out the door first, because as much as you think we can spend loads of money, we need to sell players first. So hopefully we do that in the next few days. You're muted, Cossy.
Sorry for that. I'm just going to ask you two more questions, right? And the first is, do you think, if you compared him to Matteo Guendouzi, do you think maybe they are at the same level? Is a little bit better than, because physically he's better than Guendouzi, but can you, in your own opinion, do you think maybe he could be better than Guendouzi?
I think he has the potential to be a very top midfielder, but I think Guendouzi didn't get enough time at the club, so I think comparing him to Guendouzi would be quite unfair, because Lokonga future. So I do think he has a lot of talent in him, Lokonga, and he can become a very, very good player. And it's good that Arsenal are signing, up and coming players, not waiting for another club like Leicester to sign them players and then Arsenal sign them for big money. We're signing the cheaper players, the one with a lot of talent, and then we can build them up and then sell them for massive fees in the future. I'm liking that we are doing that, and hopefully this is the start of something new. And I'm very happy that Lokonga's come. And look, I think only time will tell if he's going to be better than Guendouzi or even better than some of our other players.
Yeah. And then again, another comparison to have you seen Camavinga play? I've seen Camavinga play. Do you think are they at the same level? Many people, in my opinion, think Camavinga has played, on a big, on a bigger stage in France. So maybe he has the advantage over, over Lokonga. But talent-wise, do you think maybe they're in the same basket?
Yeah, I think so. I think talent-wise, they're both up there, and I think we've got him for a very good fee. Some may say it's expensive. I don't think so. I think it's a fair price for a player that could become a very top midfielder in the future.
Right. Thank you so much, AJ, bro.
Always.
Right, that's been HJ90 speaking right, into the studio. If you do want to do that, the link is in the description. The link is in the comments. Sorry, in the comment section. You can actually, call in and give me your thoughts on SAMBI LOKONGA sign for Arsenal. Good evening, Cossy. Any update on James Maddison? Wow, you guys are really ambitious, and I love it. And I really love it. Ben White, where are you? Here I am. Right. Welcome to the Emirates Sambi. That's according to then Aaron says, are you serious with the Maddison deal? I didn't say anything about James Maddison. I said SAMBI LOKONGA. That's the title, unless you misread it. Welcome to our target. Welcome to our great club, Albert Mboye SAMBI LOKONGA. According to fast, to fast Oasis. Make sure you do smash like button. We need to get them to 200 likes, guys, and we are at 170. We are at 170. That is massive. Right. Okay. Big up Dali as well, saying yo, Ghana. Who that's according to Susan. Big up Susan in the chat as well. I'm happy for that signing. For Arsenal. Pius Anu says, who is our next player coming? We should have asked Edu about that, but I didn't do that. Glenn says it's Ben White. All right. Question answered as well. A big up Roth in chat. Good evening. Welcome to Arsenal. SAMBI LOKONGA. We love you. From Nigeria. This is Calabar. Is Calabar a village or a town or district? I'm not really sure about that. I need to do some more geography. Arsenal need men right now, not boys anymore. If this guy becomes a big talent and is playing with United and they signed him on a cheap deal, and we lost the deal, you guys would be screaming, Matthew. All right. Good deal. This is according to Disan. All right. Cossy, are you Ugandan? I'm not answering that question anymore, so please don't bother asking that question anymore on the stream. A lot of the old players last season didn't care enough or play, for the badge. Once we brought in the youth, our season turned around. And you're absolutely you're absolutely right, Chris TV. You're absolutely right. Many players didn't play for the badge. Honestly. It's only the young players that actually understand what exactly it means to get game time for a club like Arsenal. Right, very, very, right question, very right opinion. What have the men done for us in the last 5 years? Please, we need a change. Big up. Right, Arsenal need man right now, not boys. Okay. Please watch the latest on Manuel Locatelli. There is a meeting scheduled between Juve and Sassuolo. We don't know what is going to come out of the meeting. Right about now, but this week should be should have an update. Juma Musa it says it's a good deal, right? Thank you so much, Juma. If Granit Xhaka is leaving, we absolutely need to get in Locatelli, right? Hassan, welcome home, SAMBI LOKONGA. Welcome. This is according to Yusuf. Please do hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. We're very close to 180. We're very, very close to 180. That is where we are. Very, very close. Let's get them to 190 likes right now. Let's get them to 190 likes right about now. Come on, you guys. That's according to Jakira, right? David from Kenya. I want Arsenal to sign some serious playmakers. And again, I feel like Auba is relaxed. He's not giving our, team his best. I won't really speak about that because we've spoken about it before, right? Welcome home, SAMBI LOKONGA. Welcome, Lokonga. Welcome, Albert, according to Friday. Welcome. Are you Ugandan? I'm not answering that question anymore. Big up my man Tony. Big up my man Tony. Much love for you, from you, Tony, and much love to you, bro. Much love for you, bro. Welcome to Arsenal Lokongas. Thank you so much, Joseph. My man, Giovanni says, welcome, Albert Sambi Lokonga. No, just type in the chat, welcome Arsenal, welcome to Arsenal, Albert Sambi Lokonga, and then I'll give you a shout out. My man Monster FC says, smash the like button, people. Thank you so much, my man Monster CFC. Always watch your streams, always watch your streams. Great Chelsea man and great content on his channel as well. You know, one of the things I really love about your chat, your streams is you stream for 2 hours and above, and that's real. That's real. You've got to be a real one. You've got to be a real one to do that. You've got to be a real one to do that. Streaming for 2 hours. That's being a real one, man. Big up Cossy all the way from Kenya. And much love. Big up my man. Arsenal podcast. This is according to Tony. Welcome to Arsenal, Sambi, right? Lokonga. This is according to Joseph. Welcome to Arsenal, right? Guys, let's show him love. Let's show him some love right about now, because we're really excited. Really excited. I mean, so many people are really excited, and I should say I'm excited as well. Where the hell is my comment? Where did it go? Wow, there's so many comments. I thought I was about to. We are gonna miss you, Captain. This we're gonna miss Granny Jacka, right? Okay. Good evening, Cossy. Thanks for the job. Well done. Instead of starting with more, Arteta should try starting with Sambi in case we don't get in any other player. All right. So instead of starting with Mohamed El Neni, we should play Albert Sambi Lokonga. That's according to Stephen. Hi, how are you, my man? R2D2 Arsenal. Good morning. Good afternoon, Cossys from Silarion. Much love, bro. Much love to people in this in Silarion. Much love. We need more creative from the flanks. Right. We welcome Sambi Lokonga. Good deal, Cossy. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. I really think it's a good deal. We do have someone who wants to speak to us. Hello, bro.
Cossy.
How are you doing, Prince?
I'm fine. Let me quickly, first of all, give you a kudos. I do follow your attitude, everything, and I like it. I say kudos to you, and you are a football journalist.
Thank you so much, bro.
I like that. I want to talk about this our new Arsenal arrival. I do watch Benjo League. I think he's a talented boy. He'll be a good talented. But I also want to talk about this Willock. When I listen to Robbery, he keeps saying give Willock a chance. I keep asking myself, how many chances will these boys have? Yeah, he went to Newcastle. He scored a lot of goals. I know. There is one thing I want to tell you. It's not all academy that will succeed in their various club they come from. I look at Willow like someone who can go to a lower club and perform, not a bigger club like Arsenal or Chelsea or Man U. And have you noticed when Arsenal is playing all this kind of playing, let me use people like division like Ready. When Arsenal is playing all this team, they sit up, they are safe, so tight. But when they are playing their people like that being the same level in category with them, they free themselves. Watch Willow when he play for Arsenal, he don't have that chance of scoring. Even when he have it, we will shout Jesus Christ. I don't know if you understand. He will play it very far away from the goal. We will say Jesus. Sometimes I do scream. I'll say, pass it, pass. He won't pass. But because I don't know if you understand me. If you look like Saka now, Saka have mentality, a mature mentality more than Wooler. He creates a lot. He releases the ball in time, and he see pass before passing it. You understand?
Yeah,
I want Arsenal to go back to the time of Vieira, Thierry Henry, Pires, Robin, all those, not all this, because it pains me a lot seeing a club I support right from time going down day by day. We will shout, give these boys a chance. When they get the chance, we will still be the same supporter that will say, he's not good enough. Get out of my club. He's not good enough. Let them, no, I don't know if you understand me.
I do, because I do understand it, because those boys have got some chances and they've never used them, and it's time for us to get back to
a lot. It's time. See, if I have opportunity, Cossy, if I have opportunity, I will just only pick like Martinez, Saka, these young ones. I'll just pick few of them out. The rest team, both the senior team, I'll just send all of the heart of the club and bring a fresh first 11. Because we have scored with all these players for more than 5 seasons, no Champions League qualifying. For we to be going from, we are going back. Like, I don't even know. We finished 8th last season. We finished 8th this season. I don't even know when we will finish if we still have these points there. We make so much error. Like Granit Xhaka, I live in Italy. I'm talking for Italy. I'm even happy he's coming to Italy so that I will be seeing it face to face. Yes, because he makes so much error. He leaves his score goal. He scored goal for his own opponent.
And it's been and he's been at Arsenal for almost 5-6 years.
Let me tell Cossy, let me tell you something, eh? Go and watch. Ever since we backed Granit Xhaka, that we was hoping it will even take us far away from Champions League, maybe to semi or semi-final, or to even lead us to a league title. That is the reason we backed Granit Xhaka. But go and watch, Cossy. Ever since he came, we have never played Champions League.
Have
you seen it? No, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Exactly. Remember, we had to buy N'Golo Kante or Xhaka, and we went for Xhaka.
Yeah, because Arsene Wenger was looking at N'Golo Kante, he's too short. He was looking for someone who has height, who has that physicality, that when people see, they will be afraid. He never knew he was going to buy someone like, you know, when you just see a little child going along the road, say, hey, come go and buy me a bottle of water from that place. And the little child bring the bottle of water. For you to tell the little child to take the change, you say, give me the change and go. Because he's afraid. He can't even say, Uncle, let me take the change now. That was what Arsene Wenger went to do in Granit Xhaka. And now he brought it to our club. He brought it to Arsenal. He had brought a lot of downfall, a lot of disgrace, throwing a captain band away. Till now, he have never apologized for that thing. Believe me, how many coaches have come that have given a Granit Xhaka a chance to prove himself?
Yeah, I actually think he's got so many chances with Unai Emery, with Mikel Arteta, with Arsene Wenger, and I don't think he's proven anything. I don't think he's proven himself in any way.
What I'm just happy for, I like what Arteta is doing. Arteta have a little problem, which I just pray this season he should rectify that problem, is by giving these young boys, like, I'm not talking of all this Woodlock, I'm talking of all this Martinelli and all this, like this Sambi Lokonga that come in now. You should give them a chance to prove themselves. I want Arsenal to look like Dortmund. Have you watched Dortmund?
Of course I do. I do follow Dortmund. I do follow a lot of Dortmund.
If you watch Dortmund, you know all their team is young boys, and they are hungry to play football. They want to be among the best, if not the best. So I wish Arsenal can just toss a little off from the goalkeeper to the striker. Or will you be a little boys and let them just send them to the field? Go there, prove yourself. If you want to be a world best, if you want to be among the best, just go there and prove yourself. Not all this. I don't even need big stars again. I don't even need big star because we have brought a lot of big stars to the club. We say, oh, go and look at it, Granit. I remember when Granit Xhaka was in this club that he came from.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Basel. When he was a Basel, that was where I saw him watching in the Champions League when they play Mayu. Oh man, away. As I said, Jesus Christ. Then we were saying, oh, that player, he will fit in Arsenal. Where he fit in Arsenal by making us want to play Champions League again. So, I'm just happy seeing all these young boys that they are bringing into the club a fresh face, a hungry type. Cossy, you know when you was growing up now, your mother sent you message and you are hungry. It will tell you. It will tell you and said, Cossy, if you don't go to that message and come quickly, you will not eat. You know the kind of run you will run now.
Yeah.
You will run because you are hungry. You want to go faster and come and eat. Bring these young boys in and give them a chance to prove themselves in our club. That's all.
Right. Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Talk to you some other time.
Talk to you later, bro.
Okay.
Right. So that has been Prince. Really, you could tell the frustration in his voice with these old players that have spent decades and half decades at the club, but actually not giving us anything. Ismail says we need more creativity from the flanks. Peterson says, welcome, SAMBI LOKONGA, deal, good deal, Cossy. Thank you so much, my man Peterson. I love you so much. Welcome to Arsenal, Young Ghana. Oliver says, Edu is doing a very good job. Here we go, Ghana's Albert SAMBI LOKONGA signing for us. Right. Good. That's according to Kalema Geoffrey. Thank you for your great work. Thank you so much for the appreciation as well. Welcome, Lokonga. Francis says, we need another sharp shooting striker because Aubameyang is not doing a good job. Tell me about Locatelli and Ausem. I will do that on the next show. Cossy, will Martinelli be on the squad this season? It's absolutely confirmed unless anything changes. That's a great step. All right. Okay. Welcome to the Gunners. Sambi Kamara says creativity from the flank is more needed than midfielders, right? Stella says, welcome Lokonga. We will support you always. Thank you so much, Stella, for the comment. But Cossy, are you sure with our coming to Arsenal? I mean, it's coming from one of the greatest sources. Why wouldn't I, actually publish it with a lot of confidence, right? So thanks everybody. You've been a very, very great audience. We've talked about so many things today, but the biggest one is, of course, Albert SAMBI LOKONGA signing for Arsenal on a permanent deal, 5 years and contract until 2026. The player will be putting on shirt number 26, and we hope to see him next season. I remain yours truly, Cossy, and I'll be back with more transfer news and updates. I'll take a rest, and I'll be back live with more transfer news. Hey!